But if Muslims drank it, then they get covered. Yeah.
Same thing in Saudi Arabia, I guess.
Yeah, like for Aramco, the non-Muslims, yeah.
Everything is allowed there.
Yeah.
That's on the American.
That's
not outside.
Yeah.
and the consulate, because that's American.
On the campus.
Yeah. That's why you're raising it.
That's not Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I just wondered, okay, so obviously
it's like
buying
closed, so
alcohol
and
and buying
like,
pig products is haram, or paying for them. What would you say, like, what would happen if you're with a bunch of coworkers? Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
do this
an
all the
interesting
time.
point.
And you
Well,
split the bill and, like,
if
they
it's-
ordered pig or they ordered alcohol.
If it's a matter of booze, then they should have the courtesy not to make you pay, because alcohol is going to be 3/4 of the bill,
Right.
right? If they're making you pay, that's not cool.
I used to take my group out
Yeah.
in Lucent Lot, and when I used to take out, I says I won't pay for the hard drink.
Yeah.
And they make a fun of me, but they accept it.
Yeah.
I say I pay for
They
your
should make
life
fun of
and
them. I
soft
could fire you
drinks,
right now.
but I won't pay for your. Unless company is paying, that's a different thing. When I had to take them out for
Our
company,
company won't pay for it
yeah.
because they're a religious organization.
Oh,
So when we go out, like, I actually told my office manager now I won't support that. But previously I
Alcohol?
was, because the physicians take out the staff, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you take them out for lunch, and if they buy a ham sandwich, will you not pay for them?
No. I used to do that with my group, and they knew my restrictions. I said no liquor and no ham. And they used to make fun, for me, we are going with Nadia, we have to follow certain rules. But they're happy about it because it's
They
freelance.
should get the chance. Take them to a Muslim business when we've done that.
We've done that too.
Take
yeah.
them to a Muslim business. That way you're actually supporting a Muslim business, and they usually like the food anyway.
So yeah, I mean,
That's a simple.
but that's a
We
good
want
education
complex.
for
We have to ask him. Clarify for us. What is the?
So
that's
you
one big.
said
That's
in
one
like
big Quran translation. You got
common view selling pigs like not okay. So I work at a pizza place.
Maybe you shouldn't ask.
So like
He's still asking.
I don't directly. I don't actually touch the pepperoni because we're supposed to use.
I even like this look of disgust. I think that she touched it.
Yeah, or ham or whatever, or sausage. Yeah, because I have gloves, and then. But I'm not getting any of the money from selling the pepperoni. Would that still count as like selling
You
it?
sure you want the answer? I don't think you
Yes.
want the answer.
Yes.
I don't think you want it.
I want it.
Saying I don't think you
I
want
want
it.
it.
Saying I don't think you want the
Give me the answer.
In my understanding, you're okay.
Okay.
Because you paid for your hard work.
What if we have a liquor store? Totally different, right?
Like, sort of different.
Okay. Just making sure.
Is it better to like one
Good.
time?
Oh, this is an important point. Why is liquor different? In terms of food, if I have no other food, I can eat these things. But there's no case where I can have haram alcohol. I mean, unless you're using it for like.
There's halal.
Yeah. Wow. These jokes are really going up a couple notches today, mashallah. Okay.
Is it better like
Yeah,
one
I'm
time?
hungry and hungry. The jokes keep going.
I had to get hungry. I like ordered pizza and I got pepperoni pizza instead, and it was like the worst thing ever. But
Was it for
Yeah.
star?
yeah, and I opened it up and I was like, "Are you opened it up?" I was like, "I'm not gonna open it up until it's like the minute to like do it." So I opened it right, and I was like,
Every one of us knows that feeling.
Like,
Oh.
there's nothing else to eat here.
it was like the worst experience I've had.
It's like,
But
this
is
is
it
the
better
worst
to like?
thing that could ever happen to a person. Genocide, no. Tsunami, no.
But
My
did you just eat it?
pizza was not Italian
The
Express.
question is it better to I ended up giving it to my neighbor. But is it better to like give it to someone who is like allowed to eat it, or is it better to throw it away?
Give it to someone who's allowed to eat it.
Really?
Yes.
But aren't you promoting badness?
But it's
Not a sin for him.
He asked
not
about
such a-
whether it was
it's not a
for
sin
us or for everybody, and like,
Holiday time, you
we
get
talked about how this
his office used to get a champagne as a gift, and people told us to throw it in the water.
champagne, again, alcohol's different.
Not to pass to somebody.
Alcohol you shouldn't pass to anybody else.
To throw it. They said they just disposed it.
Future.
Okay,
If
I've done that too.
I think totally done that.
No, I always get
Give
these.
me my
Your
Your
patient
I get
gives you
these-
a glass of the
I
bottle
get these
of wine
gigantic
for-
bottles of champagne as gifts, and
throw
I don't
it
even
in
want
the
to throw it. I don't even want to throw it in the sink. I find some random place in the garbage and I put it in the garbage.
And then a hobo gets it.
Sorry?
Then a hobo gets
Yeah,
it.
that's
it's
true.
possible.
so that's nice.
But
Opposite.
about this haram and halal,
Shit.
I can go one step further.
Super haram.
Super haram. If I own a motel A lot of people come in and they stay, or they may use it for 4 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Now, I know I own a motel.
Yeah.
I'm in the business. Do I give it to those people?
Yeah, you're not inquiring what they're using it for. It's
No, but I
What?
have an intuition and I know what
don't
they
ask.
could be.
don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask. So don't ask, don't tell is allowed in Islam.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's
You're like,
actually
you're like, I like
the
Islam more and more. Much.
That's actually what the attitude is towards
It's true for the
adultery,
food
right?
if you're in doubt, if you have somebody
If
serve
you
you
don't
rice.
know,
जिना के तक वही है ना, 4 लोग जब तक नहीं है नहीं बोल सकते आपको शुबा होगा. You might think that they might be, you might believe in your heart they might, but unless they have 4 witnesses you can't say a thing about it. Same rules.
Yeah. I mean, this is very commonly the issue with hotels, especially hotels in
I'm
big
clearing my
cities.
fundamentals.
He was using proper language. I had a friend. I mean, he's retired from a lot of what he did, but like in New York, he had hotels, and he had to keep a room specifically for the local congressman.
Wow.
I don't want to give you any more
Spitzer?
details, Graham, but it might have been, now that he mentioned it, but and so that was the dilemma he faced because it was clear what it was being used for. But yeah, if a customer's coming, and they have guests, we don't know anything. There's nothing to ask.
Yes,
The
just one
business,
question about
business is different versus.
But I
Sorry,
don't
one
think there's
question
any
about
clear-cut business in America. I mean, you do.
Yeah, everything's corrupted in some way.
You're contaminated or
That's-
corrupted, whatever.
That's the Godfather Part 2. We're all part of the same hypocrisy. Yeah.
See, even like for the stocks market, when you buy something, that company may have invested part of this in something else.
Meaning, the opinion on investing in a company is that if its core income is not from haram, then the general opinion is that it's okay. Meaning, most of the big multinational corporations are always going to have some businesses that are doing things that are haram. If their primary business is haram, then the recommendation is stay away from it. But if it's, they might do all these, like, okay, United Airlines. Okay, United Airlines is for flying, but on their planes, they also sell alcohol. But that's not their primary income. See what I'm saying? So the common argument is that that's, somebody hears, yes.
So I just wanted to know if this is the primary ayah for the support of halal and not sabiha, because it's it says food that's been
Slaughtered and anyone else.
and anyone else but Allah. So meaning food that hasn't been slaughtered in any.
There's an ayah in Surah Al-Ma'idah, but I forgot where it is, that asks, why would you eat food slaughtered in anyone's name other than Allah?
Okay.
But technically, it's not a command there. Here it's a command.
But other than Allah, so
Yeah.
I don't think McDonald's or your normal.
slaughter anybody's
Yeah,
name.
slaughter.
Or imagine someone's going like, oh man,
Yeah, but that was my understanding. I'm just trying to figure out where that. So it sounds
So
like it's
haram-
coming from here, and then.
Yeah, this is the source, and then there's hadith. So haram is if it was definitely slaughtered in someone else's name.
Yeah.
If it was not slaughtered in anyone else's name, we can debate that point.
So this might be a big supporting factor for those people who are just oh, halal is okay, but not.
Meaning, the halal argument would be the blood part. See what I'm saying? That you use the biha to make sure there's no blood in it.
Oh, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what if it's prepared in someone else's name?
Say it again.
What if it's prepared in someone else's name? You
Prepared
go to
in
church
someone
and they
else's name,
here's the body of Christ and they give you a piece of bread.
And this is a regular dilemma that you face? Or?
No, I mean
They would
it's-
never
it's
give
not-
that to you though, because you can't receive any of that stuff unless you're
Like
baptized.
you
Yeah.
go to the church,
Yeah.
like when you're going for the sacraments, you go like this, and then that's the message to the person that, all right, you're not accepting, but you're just going through all the motions for whatever reason. I mean, this is literally the
But I'm crossing myself out.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Right. And he'll put the guy will put his thumb in some sort of holy water, and he'll make some prayer on your forehead or something like that. I mean, I've been through this, and
then he just starts shouting Surah Al-Nas.
So the point is that I mean, this is an interesting point we were exploring before. Like, for example, if you go to a Hindu vegetarian place, is there a problem? Right? In my understanding, in terms of text, no. Right? But some people say spiritually there's this and that, but I need evidence for that. Right?
No, but if you can't eat the offerings, like out of a temple, right?
But what
Like,
if it's veggie food? That's what I'm saying.
no, like
Those
you're
are-
straight from a temple. Like
But
this
it's
is.
not meat.
Sure, you can.
I know. I mean, I've never come across this problem. But
It's not even
falling
In
here.
India, we used
Because
to go to
the
their
conversation-
function, they used to come to our function.
Uh-huh.
That's
So
okay.
that was.
It tastes good though.
Okay.
But I'm saying I need.
That time
Some
I
people
never
say
thought
like
about it.
I do
Where
believe
we grew up.
there's a spiritual effect on you for the food you eat, but I can't use that for fiqh opinion,
Right. Yeah.
right? For that I
It
need
just
text.
seems weird to eat consecrated food.
Yeah, in principle, sure. Like the thing about the wafer, but I'm saying textually,
There's not.
this I'm understanding to talk about meat only.
In Christianity
If
or
it's fine,
non-Christians
then
allowed to eat
sure,
that?
but
Yeah.
Because you're being baptized basically, right?
No, but like if I was like, hey, I want to like
Baptized.
look around, see, it's like I can't just like they can't give me that blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they're making it. It's like you actually have to walk up and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
take it.
You actually have accepted it.
Yeah,
It's your kalma.
yeah, exactly.
That's weird.
You know, I thought that it was when I was studying with Samina Ali.
You know, names need to be mentioned.
No,
but
but she was saying that like there's nothing that says that the meat from people of the book is haram. So therefore, it is just as halal as the bihar.
wrong.
No.
In a school, yes, right? In another school, when you put them together, then no. See what I'm saying?
I have a
And
question.
it goes down to the type of reasoning.
So does that mean you're saying that in another school it's just haram?
Another school, all that you're allowed is essentially what's zabiha, right?
Okay.
And another school says, zabiha is great, but this exception is also allowed people of the book. I mean, take that point a step further. If you're allowed to marry from people of the book, then their food has to be halal. Because
But isn't the people of the book marriage thing like every school?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you saying?
So I'm saying, okay, so let's say you're married to a Christian, right, and you're Muslim. I mean, a man, Muslim man.
Right.
Yeah. Then by definition, her food has to be halal, right? I mean,
Wait,
how would
what?
she?
But
Okay,
how could
if you're a
that be
Muslim,
though? It's kosher. Because it's a kosher
that's
meat.
halal, meaning as opposed to being zabiha, bismillah, Allahu Akbar, all
Okay,
those
so
things.
halal.
Yeah. But so the question is that an exception or is that the norm? And so I can't say, people of the book is just as halal as zabiha, right? But I can say people of the book, because the Quran is halal, right? I just can't say they're equal.
And the way this conversation is going, I feel like I should bring up Hilal next, just to really round out the topic.
Yeah, totally.
See, but I don't think there is anybody in the America now who is people of the book as far as Christianity is
Well, that would be
concerned,
another
because they don't
debated
believe in oneness of God.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. Like when you're eating at, like if you're non-Buddha and you're eating at McDonald's or whatever, like you don't know who.
Yeah, but that's why
the book.
kosher
But-
That's what I.
That's what I was
But
thinking about.
So
one
does,
is,
does that count? Are you saying like
Why
just because
investigate?
America's Christian, we can eat for people that are non-Buddha?
okay, I would
That's
still
what I don't
suggest,
Because it could be
okay,
Hindu.
so
It
how
could be like the
Christian
atheists
does,
that cut the meat.
how Christian does someone have to be for the food to be to pass?
You have to actually.
I mean,
I would just-
okay, let's
I
say,
mean-
let's say, how Muslim does someone have to be who's slaughtering the food?
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, okay, I'm just saying, okay, so say someone accepts people of the book meat.
Yeah.
That would just be Jews and Christians, aside from the fact how Jewish are they, how Christian are they, whatever.
Okay, fine. You're saying,
But
so
I'm
what
talking
if, what if
about,
it's an
like-
atheist? You
Yeah,
say.
exactly.
Okay, but
So
you
that's
don't know.
why I don't get when people
No, but
like.
I thought there was the thing that as long as it's not in the name of something else. So
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, like you can. So like I think the big argument for people who don't eat zabiha is that as long as the meat is not killed in the name of something else, like killed in the name of the XYZ God,
Yeah.
then it's
Oh,
fine.
so it's not a people of the book argument then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
If I'm
see, I
understanding
didn't
your
know that. I
question,
thought it was
yeah.
all the same book.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
You know,
what-
the
I
Zabiha
thought that
issue,
was-
the Zabiha issue is more like, I mean, it's going to be legit, right? But it's more the issue of blood, right? To make sure that the blood is out.
So isn't the blood not going to be out if it's not Zabiha?
If it's the normal method of slaughtering beef, I don't know when the blood actually gets drained, right? I mean, but even then, I mean, I think, well, no, I mean, you watch one of these documentaries on food, and you're never going to eat food ever again.
Yeah, it's disgusting that thing with the cow and the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a good thing in itself. I actually think it's worthwhile to, even if it might be hard, to actually be part
Okay,
of
time's up. We gotta do it though.
Right, seriously, if
Check
there's
this out.
I'm gonna give you your because you're
Really?
right.
It's like everyone- Hey, we'll get time.
Bismillah.
This time, 8:30.
8:30.
It's actually 8:33.
Seriously?
8:33.
No, it's 8:30.
Past Sundays. Everybody has told their days.
The prophet was exact on those 2 extra minutes.
All right, so everyone listen to Mohi while we're waiting. Grab a date.
I was just saying that it's actually a good idea to actually
Are these cookies?
respect the food that you eat. In other words, actually to have seen your sacrifice being done sometimes. Because otherwise you kind of, it becomes processed
Yeah.
blocks of food and not necessarily actually that you actually thank Allah before you eat it.
Did you get some?
So, 2 minutes?
Oh, yeah, I got one.